Hey guys, it's LEGO Maestro here, and welcome back to another episode of Hypixel News. Now you may be thinking, LEGO, did you forget to edit in the intro of this video? And, well, I did announce it on Twitter, but ladies and gentlemen, as of today, I am officially removing the Hypixel Alert branding from my channel. People do still compare me to Keemstar, and regardless of that, I am still not original, so long as my name is Hypixel Alert, and I really do have some big plans for this channel, so unfortunately, as much as I love the intro, and I love the Hypixel Alert name, this is now Hypixel News. And with that, you guys, also something to note is that we hit 126,000 subscribers, which means I'm giving out a custom signed Lego brick. Here's what one of those looks like, and if you want more info, that is in the description. And I'm not going to tell you have to subscribe to the channel and like the video and comment and tell your friends. No, it's not that. I just purely need to make sure that I can contact you. And of course, our next one will be at 128,000 subscribers. So if you do end up enjoying the video and you want to stay up to date on everything going on in the Hypixel network, then I really would appreciate it if you would consider subscribing. And with that, let's get into the news. So starting off our news this week, our first story is coming from a pot PvP YouTuber known as Swamp. And a few days ago, he made a video titled Hypixel Diss Track, YouTube Rank Rejected. Now, ironically, in the video, he doesn't even explain why his YouTube rank got rejected, but as it turns out, he explained it half a year ago. In fact, this wasn't even his first time applying for YouTube rank. In July of this year, he made a video titled Why Hypixel Will Never Give Me YouTube Rank. And in the video, he explains that due to his videos of hacking in the past, he has been denied at YouTube rank. Now, it's been 6 months since he made that video, so I do assume those hacking videos are still on his channel, because this week, as you already know, he was denied from YouTube rank once again. So Swampy, if you're watching this, I would definitely recommend removing some of those hacking videos from your channel. YouTube rank isn't a big thing, but it could definitely help. And yeah, that's the end of this story. Of course, if he does end up getting YouTube rank, I will be sure to let you know. And now, ladies and gentlemen, it is time to get into our biggest story of the week, and this one is a very scary one, a very, very surreal one, coming from Hypixel Skyblock. There is a mod you might have heard of known as JED, or Just Enough Dungeons. This is a somewhat known Skyblock mod used, as you can probably guess, to solve things like dungeon puzzles and other additional dungeon features. But well, this week it was actually used to hack Skyblock accounts and steal a total of 5 billion coins. And well, like I said, this mod is somewhat well known on Hypixel, but a few days ago it became the only thing anybody could talk about when one of the developers, known as Portal 3, decided to do something that no one expected. The developer used the mod to hack players' accounts using their session IDs. Skier, who is both a YouTuber and coder, explained it by saying this: when you log into Minecraft, your username and password are sent to Mojang, and an access token is generated. This token is then used to generate a session, allowing you to log into servers. For security, your username and password are not stored on your computer, but this access token is. The mod uploaded the launcher profiles to their server, which contain these access tokens. And under the right conditions, the developer who would be able to generate a session token using stolen access tokens and log into any server they wanted under your account. In fact, here's some code you can actually see from the mod, which supposedly is linked to these session IDs. Now, doing this, the developer hacked several Skyblock accounts for a total of 5 billion coins getting stolen. Now, once the word about this got out, it spread like wildfire. Skyblock Discord servers, including 30 viruses, were posting warnings about this mod. As you can see from these screenshots, this was becoming a very big deal in Hypixel Skyblock, and in fact, this news spread all the way to the Hypixel staff. On Sunday, an admin known as Frozen made an official forum post titled Skyblock Modification Announcement, Just Enough Dungeons, or JED, saying, "Hello everyone, it has recently come to our attention that the Skyblock modification, Just Enough Dungeons, is potentially being used for malicious purposes in order to put the accounts of those using it at risk of being hacked. Due to the account security risks, and in order to keep you all safe from being potentially hacked, we've decided to block this modification from being used on the server. This is for your own safety. If you are currently using this modification, we would highly recommend that you remove it immediately and change your Minecraft password after doing so. Thank you for your understanding, and stay safe out there." So you know it's serious when a Hypixel admin makes an official forum post about it. This was a very scary situation. Now, along with this, Portal 3, who was the developer who hacked these accounts, was then banned from the forums, wiped from Skyblock, and banned on Hypixel for 30 days. In fact, here is a tweet you can see that I will link in the description, which shows this exact thing. Now, that day, he posted this in his Discord server, where he tagged everyone saying, "Hello, I wanted to tell you that the the accusations of me putting a session ID in my mod is true. My mod indeed had a backdoor in it that would allow me to get the session ID of everyone who used it. I am very sorry to everyone I disappointed and to everyone who used my mod. At first, JED was just a little project that I had so I could get better at coding and tried to get somewhat known in the community for a good mod, but I failed. I first implemented the session ID stealer because I wanted to make a joke to my co-op by making him think that I hacked his account, but the temptation of stealing other people's coins/items was too strong for me. I saw that Maestro in the Discord, only to realize that I really messed up because JED was getting way too big for me and my session ID stealer would be revealed to the public and everyone would hate me, and it was only a matter of time. And that day finally happened, and it's today. I started to stop hacking into accounts and remove the session ID stealer. All the next builds of my mod will be clean, and you can decompile the code and check it out for yourself, or you can just compile the GitHub repository that I will keep updated, even though you will probably stop using my mod and will leave the server. Now guys, get this. After this happened, the mod was supposedly given to a new developer known as Elegant. But things seemed a little too familiar. Elegant posted in the Discord saying, "Hello, I'm the mod's new owner, Elegant. I know we didn't have a fresh start, but I really hope that I can improve. Here you will find the mod.jar file, and now you should be able to join Hypixel. By the way, the rebranding is not done yet." He also made another announcement saying, "Hello everyone, my name is Elegant. As you may know, there was a previous owner named Portal3, but he did some very horrific things with JED. He stole code, he put in a token logger in his mod, etc. This is why myself and others have decided to make a completely new mod from scratch, and it's going to be called the Dungeons Rebooted, or DR mod for short. The code will be public on GitHub, where everyone can examine the source. And this time around, more features will be made better and not stolen. Hopefully you will gain trust in us, but as starting from today, the mod is only a horrific nightmare that is gone for good. Sincerely, the Dungeons Rebooted team." Now like I said, things seemed a little too familiar. For starters, the new owner's profile picture was the exact same character as Portal 3's, and soon after, it wasn't long before a player exposed that Elegant said his main Minecraft account was 2011 Minecon, and if you go on NameMC, that account just so happens to be linked to Portal 3's Discord account. Now, not long after the Discord server was deleted, the mod of course was left in ruins, and Portal 3 announced he was leaving the Minecraft community. Now guys, to end off this story, I wanted to ask him a few questions, so I had him on for an interview. Now unfortunately, he was not comfortable with a voice interview, so I have some things over chat. The first question I asked him was, why did he hack these accounts? Where he says, at first I wanted to make a joke to my co-op member by making him think that he got hacked, and the only option was to put a session ID logger in the mod so I could hack him. But of course, everyone else who used my mod had their session IDs logged in, and once I saw they were rich, over 1 billion in net worth, the temptation was too strong, and I couldn't resist but hack the accounts. And I asked him, well, what did you end up doing with the coins? And he said, I bought some stupid stuff. The Skyblock user Akino had put a doctor's space helmet on the auction house for 1 billion coins, and I decided to buy that, as well as the Clume boat, which is another admin item. I also bought a set of maxed Talamans, a Hyperion, and a Storm armor set, and I also bought gear for my co-op. Now I asked him, based on the screenshots from someone who submitted in my Discord, which by the way is in the description, I do recommend, he said that you gave that stuff back. So how are you able to give that stuff back if you spend it on other items, including stuff for your co-op mate? And he said, I never gave everything back, I gave back everything that I could give back. I gave back every item in chests, every single coin in my purse/bank, and I still had items that I needed to sell, like the doctor's space helmet and the Clume boat. And I sadly couldn't give the stuff that my co-op had on him. Now moving away from the actual hacking, I decided to ask him about, well, his alt account that he pretended was a new person known as Elegant. And I said, why did you pretend like it was a different person? And he said, because I knew if I were to still work on the mod as Portal 3, I would just get more and more hated. I was constantly receiving death threats and just thought, well, if I make an alt, people won't know it's me and people will like me. Now as for the future of his mod, he said there is absolutely no future for it. I deleted the Discord server for the mod. The GitHub repository is still there though, so if people actually liked my mod, they can still get the source code and compile it for themselves, but otherwise, there's no future for it. Now to end off as my final question for him, I said, is there anything you wanted to say to the people that you hacked? And he said, I'm really sorry for hacking you and making you lose hundreds of hours of your time. I am sorry to the people I grieve too. I just wish life had an undo button and I would undo everything that I did. So there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. That is the end of this story. Now, given how people did like this mod before it became this huge fiasco, it is possible that a mod similar to this will pop up, but I guess we'll just have to wait and see. And guys, for our next story, one of our final ones of the evening, Grinch Simulator did have a tournament recently, and well, there was a really funny bug. A couple of people submitted the same bug to me, showing that when they joined a game of Grinch Simulator, well, the houses around them were actually completely gone. In fact, here's a video you can see of this happening to a player. I mean, what in the world? Obviously a very weird occurrence, and I heard that all players in this game actually won and got more tributes than you would normally get. So overall, a very, very weird scenario. And guys, to end off our news this week, we've got stories coming from Minecraft clients. And no, I'm not talking about hack clients. Our final stories are coming from the Lunar client and Badlion. If you guys remember recently in the Hypixel news, I covered the Lunar client adding 1.15 and 1.16 support and then taking it away. And the last time I talked to one of the owners, they said that it would be back on Lunar soon. And well, I am happy to report with this episode of the news that it is back on Lunar. So some very, very exciting stuff, and I'm sure that it is here to stay. And speaking of clients, Badlion actually released version 3.0 a few days ago as well. This includes FPS improvements, the quick play mod, quality of life improvements, and much more. Now, as you guys know, I am partnered with Lunar, and of course my cosmetics are in the description, but even as a Lunar user, I can't deny, Badlion does have a really good team. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, that is going to do it for the news this week. You guys, there's been a lot of news on Hypixel, so my next episode is coming out tomorrow. Of course, if you did enjoy, I would recommend subscribing. And with that, you guys have a truly blessed day. Hypixel News now over 126,000 subscribers. And I will see you next time.